Family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out.
Williams said he left career-ending knockout blows out of his Club Shay interview.
If you think about everything he said that were going to happen, it came true. And the fact that he's saying, I held back a little bit, he probably has stuff on people and he just used jabs instead of throwing that haymaker.
There's a possibility that you might hear the haymakers very, very soon.
Make it about race. Shannon Sharpe did when he started going to find 19-year-old girls and training them how to degrade him racially in the bedroom. When he continued a relationship with somebody that was talking about she wanted his black baby gravy and wanted him to put a big black baby in her. And that's just the text messages that he released. So I know it's some more nasty, weirdo stuff in there beyond that. That's what he felt safe to show us.
Why do white people pay so much attention to black people if they don't like them? You would think if you didn't like something, why would you be paying attention to it?
This whole $50 million lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe, it just spiraled into something wild. And now, Katt Williams is out here saying he warned Shannon this exact mess was coming. But Shannon brushed it off like it was nothing. Back when Katt pulled up on Club Shay last year, he straight up told Shannon, being a black man in the spotlight, running reckless, no self-control, and playing dangerous games in the bedroom. That stuff will come back and bite you. Katt didn't sugarcoat it, and now it looks like he was right all along.
I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
Fast forward to now, Shannon's tangled in a nasty lawsuit from an OnlyFans model who claims he did some seriously disturbing things to her when she was 19 and he was 54. And here's the kicker. Shannon admitted to doing race play with her. Now fans are giving him major side-eye. People are saying Shannon straight up sabotaged himself. Might have thrown away generational wealth just to chase some twisted fantasies. And it gets even messier. This lawsuit dropped right when Shannon was on the verge of locking in a $100 million media deal.
Just in, the Texas attorney who targeted Sean Diddy Combs with dozens of civil lawsuits on behalf of John and Jane Doe's allegedly victimized by the music mogul has a new target in his sights. NFL legend Shannon Sharpe. A brand new lawsuit was just filed in Nevada claiming Sharpe was manipulative and eventually a Jane Doe, with the latest claims allegedly happening as recently as January.
To top it off, just a few months ago, word was spreading that he wanted a part 2 sit-down with Katt Williams on Club Shay again. Now people are starting to connect the dots. Was this lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe just random? Or is something bigger going on? Some are even asking, is Shannon being shut down by the gatekeepers for giving Katt Williams a platform? And what exactly did Katt say about Shannon's downfall? Did he really try to warn him that his own bad choices would be used as weapons? But Shannon didn't want to hear none of it.
Play Shannon Sharpe, race play. I didn't even want to talk about this, but the more videos I scroll past talking about Shannon Sharpe and this relationship that he had with this 19-year-old, and it's not just her with the race fetish. He obviously was turned on by these conversations as well, and he only released what she was saying.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers does not like it.
Let's break it down. This lawsuit just took a crazy twist. And now it's looking like Katt Williams saw the trap coming way before anyone else. Katt allegedly told Shannon months back to clean up his mess, cut off the leeches in his circle, and stop handing ammo to the folks who want to see him fall. But Shannon ignored all the signs. Now, it's playing out exactly like Katt said it would. And here's where it gets even messier. If the industry really wanted to punish Shannon, they didn't have to dig too far. Shannon gave them the dirt himself. Just look at those wild texts he shared, where the accuser talks about degrading him through race play.
Family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you when I see you.
We're talking about a 54-year-old man letting a 19-year-old white OnlyFans model drag him into her twisted fantasy world. Fans aren't holding back either. They're calling it what it is. Reckless behavior, no discipline, and the exact kind of scandal the elites love to exploit when someone dares to step out of line. On Sunday, April 20th, it all exploded. News broke that a woman going by Jane Doe hit Shannon Sharpe with a major lawsuit in Nevada. She's accusing him of assaulting her multiple times during a short relationship that allegedly started after they met at a gym in LA back in 2023. Jane Doe's not playing. She's being backed by Tony Busby, a heavyweight Houston lawyer known for representing Diddy's accusers and even trying to take Jay-Z to court. Now he's coming hard after Shannon. In the lawsuit, Jane Doe says the relationship took a dark, twisted turn. She claims it started out consensual, but it quickly got ugly. According to her, Shannon met her in 2023 when he was 54, and she had just turned 19. She says he pursued her relentlessly until she gave in and started seeing him casually. But once things got going, she says Shannon flipped the script and began treating her like a possession. She's accusing him of choking her, threatening her life, and secretly recording their private moments, then allegedly sharing those recordings without her consent. Even worse, she says Shannon said some disturbing stuff, like wanting to do things to her that would leave her unwanted by any other man. And it doesn't stop there. The lawsuit even claims Shannon somehow got into her apartment complex without permission or her knowing. This whole thing just keeps getting crazier. Jane Doe details a terrifying moment where she says Shannon completely snapped, and it got real dangerous. According to her, during one of their confrontations, there was a gun in plain sight, just sitting nearby. She says she was so scared. She tried to quietly share her location with friends using her iPhone, just in case something went down. But Shannon allegedly noticed, and that's when it turned violent. The lawsuit says he grabbed her by the neck and told her, "If you ever do that again, I will effing kill you." That's the level of fear she says she was dealing with. After that, Jane Doe says she tried to back away from him, especially after that viral moment last September when Shannon accidentally went live on Instagram while he was with another woman named Michelle. But even then, she claims Shannon wouldn't leave her alone. According to Jane Doe, things got way worse. She claims that on October 6th, 2024, Shannon forced her to perform an act on him while holding her down, as she sobbed through the entire thing. And it didn't stop there. She says he went on to assault her again after that, and then again in another alleged incident that happened in January 2025. These are heavy allegations, and the timeline she's laying out is intense. According to the lawsuit, Shannon Sharpe isn't just a sports legend. He's being painted as something way darker. Jane Doe describes him as a manipulative narcissist who's been using his fame, money, and influence for years to control and mistreat women. With this lawsuit, she's aiming to shut all that behavior down once and for all. She's demanding a jury trial and a massive $50 million in damages. As soon as the lawsuit hit the public, Shannon fired back with a statement from his lawyer, Lanny Davis, posted on social media. And in a bold move, Shannon exposed Jane Doe's real name, Gabriella Zuniga. She's no stranger to the internet either. She's known on OnlyFans and Instagram, where she goes by She Is Carly. But then, things took an even wilder turn. Shannon didn't just deny the allegations, he also dropped some graphic text messages that he claims came from Zuniga herself.
say you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Oh, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you are.
The problem, instead of helping his image, it backfired hard. Fans were already side-eyeing him for getting involved with someone 19 years old while he's in his 50s. And now, after seeing the content of those texts, they're even more uncomfortable, especially with the fact he admitted being into race play. Now, the heat on Shannon is boiling, and his every move is being picked apart by the public. So let's talk about the texts Zuniga allegedly sent to Shannon. They were wild. One of them reportedly said, "I want you to put a big black baby in me, and you better crave it, because you're going to be stuck with it for life." Yeah, that's what's being claimed in court docs. Shannon's lawyer came out swinging. He called Zuniga's lawsuit nothing more than a blatant shakedown, saying she's trying to squeeze millions out of Shannon with what he called lies, twisted facts, and straight-up misrepresentations. He's standing firm that this case won't hold up. But there's more. His legal team claims that Tony Busby, Zuniga's lawyer, is gearing up to drop a video of Shannon and Zuniga, trying to make a consensual moment look like something it wasn't. Shannon's trying to stay ahead of it all, saying their relationship was between two consenting adults and involved role play, fantasy talk, and dual language scenarios, all requested by Zuniga herself. His lawyer doubled down. Shannon completely denies any form of coercion or misconduct, especially the serious accusation of assault. He says this is nothing more than a calculated attempt at blackmail. And about that audio clip Jane Doe released, Shannon's legal team is now claiming Zuniga edited the recording to twist the context and make things sound way worse than what really happened. So Shannon went online and dropped a whole video, calling the lawsuit a straight-up shakedown. He came for attorney Tony Busby, accusing him of targeting black men, and even brought up Busby's failed case against Jay-Z to back his point. Shannon said Busby's just trying to twist the story in the media, and he isn't having it. He's planning to sue both Busby and Zuniga for defamation. But then, it got real messy. Shannon's own lawyer had to admit that earlier this year, Shannon actually offered Zuniga $10 million to make the whole thing go away. So now people are asking, how can Shannon call her a liar and say the whole thing is fake, but at the same time offer her millions to keep quiet? If it was all made up, why not go straight to court and hit back with that defamation case from the jump, without offering hush money? Tony Busby wasted no time clapping back. He said Shannon's $10 million offer proves he's nervous because Zuniga has serious receipts. Busby even went on Instagram saying, "On one hand, Mr. Sharpe and his lawyers claim the case is meritless. Yet on the other hand, they've now admitted he offered Jane Doe $10 million not to file the lawsuit." And here's the bombshell. Busby confirmed it's true. Jane Doe was offered $10 million to settle, and she turned it down. Instead of taking that $10 million and walking away, Jane Doe chose to move forward with the lawsuit, and now things are spiraling. Shannon's team is scrambling, trying to discredit her and even allegedly doxing her online. Meanwhile, her lawyer, Tony Busby, says he's being attacked too, but he's standing firm, saying, "We're not backing down from these scare tactics." And just when it seemed like this whole saga couldn't get any crazier, boom! New reports are surfacing that Katt Williams tried to warn Shannon multiple times about his wild behavior and lack of control. According to insiders, Katt told Shannon point blank, his personal choices would end up being the weapon used by the powerful people behind the scenes to take him down. And looking at Shannon's history, it's not hard to see how it added up. Over the years, he's been tangled in all kinds of rumors. From whispers about him being on the DL to talk that he leaked his own explicit tape to shut down gay speculation. Then he started platforming voices like Katt Williams and Monique, two outspoken critics of the industry gatekeepers, and suddenly, Shannon himself became a target. Even though Katt reportedly warned him over and over to clean up his act, Shannon kept living reckless. And now, between the 19-year-old OnlyFans model and that race play bombshell, it didn't take much for the higher-ups to flip the script and use his own choices to drag him down. That's exactly why a lot of fans aren't feeling too sympathetic towards Shannon right now. They're saying he should have listened to Katt Williams and stayed away from the Hollywood mess, and definitely steered clear of young OnlyFans models. Katt keeps his life low-key, stays in his lane, and doesn't show up at those shady industry parties. Meanwhile, Shannon was out here almost 60, living like he was 25, Weldon with no filter. And fans aren't letting that slide. Even if Shannon didn't commit a crime, and even if the industry is targeting him, they're saying he handed them the ammo himself. Nobody forced him to start messing with a 19-year-old or to dive into race play. He made those choices, and now he's paying the price. One fan tweeted, "The more that comes out about Shannon Sharpe, the more I'm looking at him sideways."
Liar knows what lie he told. You see what I'm saying? So even if I made it deceitful and I made you think that the answer is over here, but the answer is really over here, I'm still gonna be looking over here. Me, the one that tricked, because I know this is the right answer.
Dude's a weirdo. 54 years old, messing with a 19-year-old and into race play? Nah, man. Even award-winning journalist Ernest Owens didn't hold back. He posted, a 54-year-old black man was engaging in race play with a 19-year-old white girl. I'm not supporting Shannon Sharpe, period. The end. It's legal, but it's also disgusting. Another user chimed in with a hard-hitting quote from Katt. Time and time again, Shannon Sharpe keeps proving Katt Williams right. You have an unnatural allegiance to losers. This whole situation has fans shook. But what do you think about it all? So what's really going on here? Is Shannon Sharpe getting punished by the powers that be for giving folks like Katt Williams a voice? Or did he fumble his own bag by moving reckless and not keeping it tight? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, subscribe, share this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.